Well, hello there people of YouTube land. I can't believe this, but I went to record a video about 5 minutes ago and noticed that it didn't record at the end, so I've got to record it all over again. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, this is basically my video that I'm going to do before I do another one soon, because I haven't done one for about a week. I apologise for that, but I may have uploaded one or two over the due course of the last 2 weeks, fair enough. But what I basically want to do is say that I was going to do one about a few weeks ago for the X Factor, because it was Elton John versus Whitney Houston week, and I did say that I was going to do every week I did say that I would be basically singing a song for the weekly journey on the X Factor, but I've decided not to do that anymore. I'm going to imagine that my time on the X Factor has been cut short, so I won't be doing the Elton John versus Whitney Houston week, unless somebody just want me to do one of them, and I've already got my choice ready, which would have been an Elton John song, but there you go. But I suppose I've got to have some form of idea for this video, so I can talk about what I've just talked about, because that would be over and done with by now. But what I do plan is I plan to record a video soon, or possibly today, of some cooking bits, because I've done this before on here, and basically I want to basically share with you some bits and pieces that I'm going to be doing, although I do it in my own way rather than what other people do it. And basically I'm going to do a bit, you know, but I want to say about cooking, I enjoy it. I'm not the greatest cook in the world, but I do actually enjoy cooking, and I think it's something great. And Tuesday is the greatest day. Well, not the greatest day in the world, obviously, but it's one of my greatest days throughout the year, because because what I do on a Tuesday is I always do a lot of preparing in making dinner. It is the time that I love. Basically, what I do, and it's always been like this. I've been doing it for so long now that I spend my time alone. I like to basically be in the kitchen. It's usually in the morning at some point. I'll go into the kitchen and I know exactly what needs to be done and prepared for dinner. We already know that. I know what Mum and Dad are having, and I know what I'm going to be having. So I like to get things prepared, and I put a CD on, any kind of CD that I fancy listening to, and then I start to do the preparing thing, which might take, I don't know, an hour or so, which is a good time for me. I like that, you know, time alone to be able to, you know, be in my element at cooking. But I do have a bit of a cheat sometimes on the cooking bit, or the preparing, because one of them, not on all of them, but one of them is basically when it comes to carrots, because I only ever eat carrots out of a tin, so that's where it's easy to prepare. That's based on the simple fact that usually with a carrot, you know, you go to the supermarket and buy your carrots, and not from a tin or frozen, but let's say you're buying fresh, good old carrots. They usually would have to wash them, peel them, and then basically, well, peel them a little bit, obviously, and then obviously dice them or slice them or whatever. How you do it. It's just that my cheap thing is basically I buy the tin one, so I don't have to worry about all that prep bit on that one. So it's a little bit simpler for me to just basically open this in the carrots, take all the brine out, and then put them into a saucepan and add the water. But certain things I can't stand when it comes to cooking in certain methods, and that is basically, one of them is basically mashed potatoes. I can't stand frozen or instant mash, and I'm not a big fan of frozen roast, because I prefer to peel the potato and make mash and and roast them, you know, because it really is simple, and I don't see the logic of why people want to use instant mash. Oh God, no. Chips is another story though. I might well be controversial in that. I'm not the biggest. I'm not saying that I have to use a potato all the time to make chips, because I don't mind using frozen. Simple as that. I can go to the supermarket and might decide I want slim fries, or it might be Iceland's own brand of straight cooked chips, it might be McCain's oven chips, it might be some brand of steak fries, it might be McCain's home fries, it might be micro chips. I will eat them no matter what, because I will get what I have for my fancy. But sometimes I do like to make homemade chips, and I don't do them 2 or 3 ways. I just do them once. Usually they're peeled, and then they're cut. They're put into water until I use them, and then basically, and then they go into thingy bob, into what is it? Oh God. Put into the chip pan and cooked until basically golden brown. Not too long, because they'll go crispy. So yeah. And the other thing is frozen Yorkshire puddings and Yorkshire pudding mix. I can't believe he even invented these, but somebody did that because it's for the lazy people, or the people who basically can't cook Yorkshire pudding, which is one of the most simplest and easiest things to ever do. I mean, when you go to America, they basically don't know about it so much as we do. And in their Walmart, for some of them, they have a European section, so in the British section of food, they've actually got Yorkshire pudding mix, which obviously would give you the instructions of how to make it, but it's like, why would you even do that when it's simple to make yourself? All you need is eggs, plain flour and milk. That's all you need to do. Yeah, the time-consuming bit might be to leave it to rest, but I don't suppose it would matter if you're going to use it then and then. It's quite simple, really. I mean, basically, for me now, I would use, say, 2 cups of flour, 2 eggs, 2 cups of milk. It takes literally 1 minute and 30 seconds, because you've got your minute to get all your ingredients and put them into the bowl. 30 seconds to whisk it, leave it on the side for a good few hours maybe, or if you're going to use it there and then, I suppose it wouldn't matter. You've got your oil in your tins are in the oven to heat up of oil, and once basically they're heated up and hot enough, they have to be hot, pour the batter mix, the Yorkshire pudding mix, into the tin, and then they'll start to cook. Well, you'll know they'll start to cook because it'll sizzle, and then put them into the oven and wait for them to cook. Usually, I do my method of the 2 cups of flour and 2 cups of milk and 2 eggs for when I do it for me, mum and dad, to have a big one like that. Basically, it's enough for that. Also enough for a little one, and maybe a little bit left over. So there's plenty of mix there basically for Yorkshire pudding. There's no question. And I love Yorkshire pudding. It's one of the things I miss when I go abroad, because it's not always that widely available. And I suppose if you went to America, I'd rather stay in a villa or somewhere, or stay with a friend, and then what we could do, I could say, oh, let's make Yorkshire pudding, and I'll show you how to make it and do it. I have eaten frozen Yorkshires in the past, but they're not the same. It's easy to make your own. They don't take too long. I don't see why people want to go to the market and buy these frozen ones and be like, 5 minutes they take. No. Surely you're not that bad at doing Yorkshire pudding. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I've got some vlogs, as I said, to come up. I'm going to do some cooking ones, and also I'm going to give a mention out to somebody on another video, but I don't want them to be overshadowed, so they get their mention on a separate video. But apart from that, keep tuned in. I'll have some cooking videos up soon, and bye for now.